Have you ever wondered what it's like to bike from one country to another? That is exactly what I'm doing today. We're starting right here in downtown Detroit. We're catching a bus under the river, and then a 50-mile ride through some of Canada's most historic towns. Stick around, because you will not believe what we'll find along the way. I am boarding the tunnel bus right here behind the iconic Mariners Church. You know, the one from the famous Gordie Lightfoot song, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. The bells still toll here for the 29 sailors who were lost, and I'm told there's a 50th anniversary memorial that is planned for this November. Now, let's talk logistics. It only cost me $10 to get myself and my bike across the border. A big plus is you get to start your Canadian adventure right in the heart of Windsor. As soon as I get off the bus in Windsor, I started riding. The first thing that caught my eye was this beautiful mural on McDougall Road. This is part of a Black History walking tour, and this piece, Reaching Out, celebrates Black Canadians who were instrumental in building the city. This was a powerful way to start off my ride. My first stop was the Via Rail station in Windsor. Via Rail just launched their new passenger rail car service that would allow bikes on board. I wanted to get some logistic information for my Toronto to Niagara Falls trip in 2026. From here, I started riding through the Walkerville area. I often wondered where the Walkerville Brewery was. Now I know. This area used to be mostly industrial, but it has become a very sociable area. Here is the Hiram Walker Distillery. This place has been producing spirits since 1859. You might know Hiram Walker from the Johnnie Walker brand. This place used to produce the Canadian Club whiskey. The Canadian Club Private Club still operates in this building. There are tours available if you're wondering. In Detroit, we have a Gateway to Freedom monument which is located just a few feet where the underground tunnel used to shuttle slaves to Canada. Here is the sister statue in Canada. The Freedom Tower represents the flight to freedom through the Underground Railroad. I decided to take a quick peek at Windsor City Hall. Windsor has a new public square with an outdoor ice rink included. This is part of an $18 million 350-acre revamp of the city's main park. I think this area will be top-notch when it's completed. Now I'm riding down the Riverfront path. It's a separated walking and bike path. I find more folks walking on the bike path, so it can be challenging at times. This path also connects 5 parks with the Odette sculpture and the Assumption Parks being the main highlights. There are 31 sculptures in the sculpture park, with East Apple being one of the crowd's favorite. One of my favorite spots is Assumption Park right by the Ambassador Bridge. Usually the waves are not this heavy, but we've been having lots of wind upstream, which is causing this. Standing out on the pier gives you some great views of the city of Detroit and underneath the Ambassador Bridge. I'm arriving in Sandwich Town, just outside of downtown proper. The village of Sandwich was established in 1797 and incorporated into a town in 1858. Here you are looking at Patterson Park to my left and the wall of famous blacks that helped shape historic Sandwich over the years. Slavery was abolished in Canada in 1833, and those black refugees, as they were known, came to Sandwich as it was the terminal of the Underground Railroad. Today it is a great place to check out the restaurants, shops, and several parks in the area. Make sure you stop at the Old Town Bake Shop. I am now riding by Queens and the Mill Street Park on my way to the Gordie Howe Bridge. I'm headed down Detroit Street. I've been told you cannot film around the new Gordie Howe Bridge. There are signs everywhere warning you not to take pictures or video. This is as close as I can get and not be considered trespassing. I was able to ride the future bike path going eastbound toward Windsor or westbound toward the city of LaSalle. Now that I've been this close to the entrance, I can tell you, riding over this bridge is not going to be a cakewalk. The bike path itself is a 5% grade, but the access point from Customs looks to be even steeper, maybe 7 to 9%. Be prepared for a real climb. I continue on the bike path that runs through the Black Oak Heritage Park and the Ojibwe Nature Preserve. If you enjoy being out in nature, this is a great place to visit. Ever wonder where all the migrant workers went? I made my lunch stop at Timmy's to try out the new flatbread pizza, which is not available in the States. It actually was pretty good. I finally reached the town of LaSalle. I have an executive decision to make on whether I want to take a chance to go down the freeway or do I want to follow the recommended bike route, which is what I'm going to do. It looks like the LaSalle bike path is closed, so I'm going to make another executive decision and continue forward. There are several horses in this field just grazing. There is not a fence nowhere to be seen. It's amazing to me that these horses are not bothered by the cars, people walking by, or even me riding a bike. The last time I was this way, there was a new fire station with just a training facility, and it had just opened. There is a new community center in the park. I thought I would just take a quick ride through. I am 20 miles into the ride, and I just arrived in the city of Amherstburg. I am coming up on the River Canard area. River Canard is a great place to stop if you're an avid fisherman, canoeist, kayaker, birdwatcher, hiker, and even bike touring. There are plenty of places to camp along the river. You would need to visit the River Canard Canoe Company for more information. You would need to be very careful crossing the River Canard Bridge. There is no shoulder, and there's a blind spot. This is also a well-known turtle crossing, especially in the spring. I did manage to catch a photo of one. My last stop while here is at the Amherstburg Freedom Museum, which tells the story of African Canadians and their contributions. If you ever wonder what happened to the black refugees that entered Canada through the Underground Railroad, this is a great place to start. I will post contact information in the description below.
All right, we're here at the Amherstburg Freedom Museum. One must-see exhibit here is the Nazarene AME Church, built 177 years ago. It's one of the first churches built by the Black community of Amherstburg, and it has rich history.
There you have it, folks. We made it to Amherstburg. What an incredible journey on day one, from the urban hustle of Detroit and Windsor to the peaceful, historic streets of Amherstburg. We saw so much history, from the Underground Railroad to the Hiram Walker Distillery, and got a feel for the amazing path that connects this region. Next up, Day 2 from Amherstburg to Essex. Let me know in the comments if you have visited any of these places so far. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take a moment and do so. Also, if you click on the notification bell, you will be notified when I upload the next episode. Thanks for riding along, and I will see you in the next one.